Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes, and we are live right now on an international call, on an international broadcast, broadcasting to all four corners of the world. Guys, what I want to do here today is I want to take you guys a little bit behind the scenes. I want to share with you some strategies on really what it takes to become a top recruiter. And one of the things I'm going to share with you is that 95%, guys, of recruiting and breaking inertia is going to be right here, okay? If you do not believe that you are providing value to the market, okay? If you do not look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am a leader, okay? People will not join your business and they will not follow you, okay? This is not a sales pitch business model, okay? This is a leadership business model. And there's a really big difference between pitching people this way and getting out of the way this way, okay? They're two polar opposite energies. So if I am coming at a person, okay, I'm coming at a person and I'm saying, have I got a deal for you? Check out my deal, right? Typically all you will get is this, okay, which is called pushback, okay? I'm not interested. So in the event that you don't understand this concept of what I call the polarity of the magnet, okay? Now, if you can relate this to your own experience, like typically if you go into a retail outlet, you know, like a shoe store or a clothing store, or you're going just to look around at a mall and you walk in a place, if that salesperson comes over and says, "Can I help you, sir?" Right? What do you most of the time say? "I'm good. I'm just looking," right? That's a typical response, okay? Now, that person, the same person, could have come over to me and said, "Oh, man, I love your hat," okay? That would have been a better strategy if they're looking to get to this, okay? Now, what I'm going to share with you about business in general. Now, when I first got started in business, guys, I can tell you this. When I heard these strategies, I didn't believe it. Okay, when I was in my early 20s, when my millionaire mentor said to me, "Darren, if you want to make big money in business, I do not want you talking about our company, and I do not want you talking about our products." That whole concept did not make any sense for me, okay, because I came from a world of features and benefits, right? Like a car selling a car. Well, it's got power steering, it's got power brakes, it's got this amount of horsepower, right? It's got this anti-sway bar, right? That's, you know, somebody selling a car. Somebody who's selling real estate, well, there's 4 bedrooms and this amount of square feet and it's located here, right? That's not the industry we are in, okay? And I'm just going to share with you that if you go down that path, you will fail miserably with this business model, okay? So what I will tell you from the standpoint of the difference of the business model, okay? Now keep in mind, I came from the world of features and benefits, pitching and closing, dealing with objections, right? That's not the business model we are in, right? Now, if you come from that approach, all you will get is this, okay? I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Now, people that typically come from real estate, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, car salespeople, they fail miserably at this industry, miserably, okay? And they can't figure out why nobody will buy their products, and they can't figure out why they can't recruit their way out of a wet paper bag, okay? It doesn't make any sense to them. Even if they're a top salesperson, they can't make it fly when it comes to networking. Now, why is that? It's a different model. It's a different business model. And what you've got to understand is that people typically do business with people that they know, like, and trust, and they do business with people that they're either like or that they aspire to be like. Okay, so that's your core of understanding how you're going to actually get a new business partner. But the business partners come in a different way, okay, almost like coming through the back door, okay? So what my mentor said to me, because I was like, well, you know, if I can't talk about the company and I can't talk about the products, what the heck am I going to talk about? He said, Darren, if you want to make big money in business, talk about them. Okay, now, I was even more confused at this point, guys, because that made no sense to me at all. How am I going to sell these products by talking about them, right? Now, here's what I found. Here was the magic sauce. The more that I talked about the other person, the more that I got them connected to their dream, their vision, their goals, their passion, their problems, their pain. Nothing to do with my company, nothing to do with my products, okay? The more that I got that person to open up, okay, the more they wanted to do business with me, okay? Now that's what made me a millionaire. So that's how I made my first $1 million by the time I hit 35 years old, okay? So when I'm reaching out to people, you know, here's a couple things that I'm going to share with you that are critical. Number one, my goal is to find a few things in common. If I can find 3 things in common in 5 minutes, the person will like me, okay? 3 things in common in 5 minutes, the person will start liking me, okay? If I can change their state and get them to laugh, it's like steam. So if you've got a bucket of clams and you put steam on it, what happens? They just magically open, okay? Now, what I'm going to share with you here is that these strategies, once you learn how to do them, they will allow you to recruit new reps into your business in 6 to 45 minutes. Okay? New reps into your business in 6 to 45 minutes. Now, what I'm going to share with you here is that with what we're doing, now, just so you know, Eric, these strategies are straight across the board. They work for any company, you know, whether it's, you know, an affiliate program, a network marketing company, a direct sales company, online products. It doesn't matter what you're selling. These are completely generic strategies, okay, completely generic, okay? Now, I do multiple streams of income, okay? So, you know, I've got a blog, right? I've got Aweber, I've got GetResponse, I've got My Lead System Pro, I've got MWC. I have a number of different products that pay me monthly residual income, okay? And any time that I'm in a situation where I need to dial up my income, right, I just come up with a new campaign, right? Another special sauce out here, right? So in other words, if I want you to get this, I'm going to offer you this over here. I'm going to give you something that's hugely of value here to get you over here. Okay, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Okay, so if I want to crank up sales for a specific company, product, whatever, okay, I come up with some new special sauce. Okay, so what allowed me to start, you know, 2 weeks ago to roll out MWC, I came up with the Black Ops Underground Marketing Training. Okay, so the thing over here was what got me $36,000 in yearly income in 2 weeks, right? Not bad, right? So what? And then after I break inertia, right, and I have an income story, now I can use my income story to springboard to the next level, right? And then once I teach my team how to do the same strategies, now I showcase the team. Okay, so the formula that I use is really, really simple. I need to break inertia, okay, in the first 3 weeks. Okay, and the only way that you can break inertia is to take a ridiculous amount of front-end energy until it goes, pop, right? That's how it works. If you don't have that front-end inertia, you will not be able to get lift off. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, an airplane coming down the runway. The guy doesn't sit there and go 5 miles an hour, think he's going to get into the sky. It doesn't work that way, right? If he doesn't go full throttle down, full throttle with it, right, and that plane takes off. If you do not do that, you will not get liftoff in your business. Okay, period. It won't happen. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you is that when I talk to somebody and I say, you know, tell me what's going on in your business. Well, I got this one guy. I think he's interested. Okay, you're broke. Forget about it. You will not get liftoff in your business. So if you're in that type of an energy, right, which is a very low vibration, it's very victim mentality. Oh, it's probably not going to work for me. Oh, I can't afford this monthly payment. It'll never work. Okay, you're never going to make it in this type of a business model. Okay, I can tell you that 100%. This is a leadership business. Okay, so somebody says to me, Darren, well, I don't know how to become a leader. What do I do? Right? There's a couple things that you can do. You can learn a strategy, you can implement a strategy, and you can share your results. Okay, so if it was my brand new very first day, okay, and I was on a 3-hour millionaire mentoring session, I can take something that I've learned there, okay, and I can share what I've learned with the strategy. Okay, so I could do a video on what I learned, I could do a Google Hangout on what I've learned, I could create a couple PowerPoint slides on what I learned, I could do a PDF file on what I learned, I could do a blog post on what I've learned. That's called leverage. Okay, so once I learn something and I create something from what I've learned, I've now cloned myself, right? So now whatever it is that I've got there, and I can have it, I can clone it multiple times. I can basically syndicate it. So if it's a blog, I can have that content all over the internet. If it's a video, I can post the video all over the internet. If it's a Google Hangout, I can post the Google Hangout all over the internet, right? So what you've got to understand is that the internet allows you to create cloned copies of you. Okay, really important, guys. Okay, because this is what people don't get about the whole concept of online. The internet will create cloned copies of you. Okay, so right now, okay, where I'm hanging out with you guys, I'm teaching new reps people how to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. Right now, some other area of the world. I'm doing millionaire mentoring in some area of the world. I'm teaching people about quantum physics and the wave particle theory in some other area of the world right now, right? A clone copy of me, okay? I'm teaching people how to develop a $9,000 a day mindset right now, as we speak. A clone copy of me is working for me while I'm here with you, okay? So it doesn't matter when you're watching this. You know, here's an example. 2 weeks ago, I did a millionaire mentoring session, exactly like this. A little bit different. I had a bunch of slides and whatnot. And today I'm not going to do the slides because I want to be a little bit more personal. And I'm going to open up the panel because I want to focus on some of your individual problems, some of your mindset, some of your challenges that you're going through. But guys, in 24 hours, that 1 millionaire mentoring session was viewed online by over 1,400 people in 24 hours. 1,400. Okay, now you can't do that just with yourself. It's not possible. Okay, so I would not have been able to do 1,400 presentations in a 24-hour period of time unless I had a cloned copy of me that was working for me, right? All around the world, right? Multiple people could come and watch me at the same time. Dozens of people could watch me at the same time. Hundreds of people could watch me at the same time. And in a 24-hour period of time, 1,400 people connected with me. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about stepping into a leadership role. So what I will share with you is that when people first get into this business model, they think here that it's actually about selling products, okay? And it's not. Now, do products get sold? Yes, they do, okay? But they get sold in a different way. This is a personal development, leadership, business model. Okay, so you're going to advance up in rank, right, on a path to the top to become a six-figure, multiple six-figure, or seven-figure income earner, all dependent on whether or not you can step into a leadership role and just do something like this, right? This is the business. Okay, now when people first start, they don't even realize that. They don't realize that when they first start, okay? So their mind is thinking, who am I going to sell these products to? Who's going to buy my products? Okay, that's what they think here, okay? Those are the broke people. Those are the people that never ever get lift off in this business or this industry, and they spin their wheels and they spin their wheels and they just don't get it, okay? Now, what I'm going to share with you is that when you first get into the business, you're not going to become a leader overnight, right? It's not something like oh, I'm a leader now, right? But you can learn something, right? You can start to implement, share what you just learned, right? Generate a little bit of data and share your data, okay? Share your results. So what I always tell people is that if you focus on the problems people have in the industry and you provide the solutions to the problems, guess what magically happens? You become the attractor factor. Okay, so if you say, what are all the problems that I'm having in my business? I don't know how to recruit new reps, Darren. Oh, geez, that would be a problem. Everybody has that problem. Well, Darren, I don't know. I already burnt through my warm market. Oh, that's a problem. Everybody has that problem. Darren, I don't know how to generate leads. Oh, that's a problem. Everybody has that problem. Darren, I recruit people and I don't know how to get team duplication. Ah, that's a problem. Everybody has that problem, right? And there's only a certain number of problems that everybody has, right? So if you identify even, say, 5 problems that you are personally having, and you make it a goal that all you're going to do is find solutions to those 5 problems and create content around solving people's problems, those 5 problems, guess what magically happens? You become the attractor factor. And people want to start to do business with you, right? Because most people don't understand this. That's called target marketing, guys, right? So if you enter into a market and you want to be the brand that people look to, right? Constantly. You want to attract buyers to you, right? Instead of pitching, right, you're going to say, hey, are you having this problem? I got a solution to that problem. Are you having this problem? I got a solution to that problem, right? And that's how you create that central hub of interaction with your market, right? Now, here's an example. Let's say that you're with a weight loss company, okay? Now, let's say that I was with a skincare company, okay? So you come over to me and you say, Darren, I got this really amazing weight loss product, right? As an example, okay? And I go, well, I got this really good skincare product, right? And you go, well, our marketing plan is better than your marketing plan. And I go, well, we got a bigger track record than you got, right? Now I'm at this, right, with my marketplace, right? I'm at this with my person that could potentially be a business partner. You don't want to do that, guys, okay? What I'm going to share with you is that if I say, oh, wow, the company a year, right, are you doing it full-time or part-time? You say part-time. You're broke. Fact. Okay? You tell me that you're in the business for a year and you're doing it part-time, you're broke. Because if you were doing it full-time, you'd be making money, right? You're not. You're doing it part-time. So I know right there that you're not making any money. So now I ask you, how big is your team? Okay? Now right there with those first three questions, how long have you been in the company, right? Are you doing it full-time or part-time? How big is your team? I know how much money you're making, right? Now all I want to do is find out two more things. I want to find out who's your mentor and what's your monthly marketing and advertising budget. Now, if you're not making any money, here's what I will tell you. You don't have a mentor, certainly not like this, okay? And you don't have a monthly marketing and advertising budget, right? Because if you did, you'd be building a list of prospects, right? With solo ads and traffic and, running a campaign, a real marketing and advertising campaign, right? And you would have a steady flow of prospects that were looking to make money, right? So I only need to ask you 5 questions. I know everything about your business. 5 simple questions, right? How long you been in? Full-time or part-time, right? How big's your team? Who's your mentor? What's your monthly marketing and advertising budget, okay? Now, I can now help you. I'm not going to try to pitch you on my deal, right? I'm going to do it in a different capacity. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Empower Network, as an example, if you take $100,000 and you divide it by their blog and their inner circle, which is 8750, you'll get a number, okay? So here's an example. Let me just pull this data up. Okay, so if I take 100,000 and I divide that by 87.5, okay, so the number, oh, wait a second. Sorry, 100,000 divided by 12 is $8,333 a month divided by 87.5. This is how you make it digestible for people. So if I was marketing, say, a blog and an inner circle situation, I would need 95 people on my team, collective unit, to be able to make $100,000 a year. Okay? In NWC, as an example, I take 8,333. I divide that by $175, okay, and I got 47.6. Okay. Now, both of these companies, what I like about them is they both have what are called pass-ups. Okay, pass-ups. So that means that it's a collective team that's going to be responsible for getting that unit together. Okay, so here's an example. in my first 2 weeks, using the strategies that I'm going to share with you today, I recruited 22 people myself. Okay, not my team, just me. Now, I'm going to take those 22 people and I'm going to show them exactly what I did to get to 22. Now, my goal is to help them get 4. Okay? Now, if I do that, I'm going to have my 22 plus 22 times 2, right, which is 44. So I'm going to have 44 plus 22, right, which is what, 66 people. Okay, so if I take 66 people now, okay, so let's see what that would be. If I just help my team get qualified, okay, so I got 66 people times 175 is $11,550 a month, okay? And that's not a lot, guys, okay? That's not a lot of people in order to get those type of results. So what I'm going to share with you is that as soon as you get over this, right, and you realize that this is really super easy to get to 100 grand a year, right, you only need 48 people on the whole team in order to get to $100,000 a year, okay? Okay, hold on a sec here. Okay, so Esteban said he had some technical problems. Okay. So what I want to do here, Adalia, can you unmute you for a sec? Okay, okay. Can you unmute? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. So, Adalia, you know, I know that you've been going through Millionaire Mentoring now here for about the last month or so. I want for you to share with the people here on the panel, because I know that now you're getting to the point where you can recruit new reps into your business in 6 minutes. What's been the shift for you? Talk to me a little bit about what's shifted in your actual marketing for you to now become a top recruiter yourself.
Well, for me, it's when I first started. I'm in the corporate world, so when I first started, I didn't know how to get people on my team. I didn't know how to recruit people. I didn't know the business, the internet, online marketing. So when I started going through your program and your training, it gave me the ability to become building a relationship with people and just having that mindset that it's not about pitching people but building relationships. You know, I'm finding out how I could help people. You know, figuring out what's their problem, what's their pain, how I could, you know, build that extra income for them. Just building relationships and just having a positive mindset. And also, you know, I completed my vision board, so that gave me, you know, more of a positive attitude towards my personal life and personal development. Just by practicing every day and doing my proclamations every day, and you know, listening to the other leaders and listening to audios. You know, all of this I did not know, and I implemented in my daily life. So my life has improved. I've gone through a lot of breakthroughs. So I just need to surrender, which I'm slowly working on. It's not completed yet. The 5 steps hasn't completed yet. So that's one of my goals. And I now see that I have my true visions in place. So I now know where I want to go. So and I'm going to work on it.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to share with you guys is that now, you know, everybody is going to be different. Okay, you got one really major goal. Just get 4 people. Right? Every person is going to have a different problem. Okay, every person is going to have a different problem. And what's their problem? I don't know, right? You can't just look at somebody and know what their problem is. So unless you learn how to connect. Now, I don't care what marketing strategy that you're using, guys. I don't care if you're using video, Google Hangouts, pay-per-click, Facebook ads, solo ads, press releases, Craigslist, offline marketing, picking up the phone. It does not matter. If you do not understand the basics of people and how to get to this, okay, you will not make money in business. I don't care what it is that you do, okay? You've got to get really good at learning personality types, learning that there's kinesthetic people, they're really laid back, right? Yeah, Darren, I'll tell you, this feels really good. I'm feeling really good about this. That's a kinesthetic person, okay? A person that is auditory, it has to sound good. You know what? I'm hearing you on this, Darren. You know what? This sounds really great. That's an auditory person. Somebody who's visual, they talk a lot with their hands. Oh man, I can totally see this. Yeah, I can see the vision in this. Yeah, this looks good. This looks really good, right? So you've got to understand, you have to listen to people and understand there's different frequencies, and you need to be the chameleon in order to get to this, where you got synchronicity with people, right? And these are all learned skills, guys. Okay, so when I share with you that this industry is really about personal development, I'm not joking, guys. I'm real serious. This is personal development disguised as a business. Okay? Personal development disguised as a business. Now, when I learned how to really become a top recruiter, those skills transferred over into me being able to do venture capital, to raise money, to roll out companies, to hire management, to hire board of directors, to bring advisory boards, right? Because I took the skills I learned from my millionaire mentor and I took them over into real business, okay? So people say, Darren, how do you raise tens of millions of dollars? Exactly the same way. Networking. That's how I do it, okay? So I will share with you this. First of all, there are two types of people that are your target market, okay? Two. I call this the low-hanging fruit. The first type of person that's going to be a person that is primed to get involved in your business, they're in a state of what's called transition, okay? They're in between careers, okay? Their life is changing. They're in a state of transition. They may have moved to a new city, downsized, pink slipped, cut back, their hours have been cut back. Something has happened where they're in a transitionary time in their life, okay? That's one type. The other type of person that you're after is a person that's reached what's called a breaking point. Now, what's a breaking point? A breaking point is a situation where, let's say that you have two kids, okay? You have a job to get into, and you basically are in a situation where the kids get sick, okay? Now, you're scrambling to try and get somebody to look after the kids because you got to get into work, right? And you basically finally find somebody, but now you're like an hour behind. So you're stuck in traffic, you get into the office, you're over an hour late, your boss brings you into the office and totally lays a strip off of you, okay? And you draw a line in the sand and you say, I'm done. This is complete BS. Okay, they don't even pay me enough to go through that, right? And you got two kids at home that were sick that day and your boss is just a complete ass, okay? That's called a breaking point. It happens all the time, guys. A breaking point is when you start getting calls from your bill collectors because your credit card debt is taking you down like this. Okay? A breaking point is where you can't make your mortgage payment, right? Because you just don't have enough money. You had to buy groceries. You know, something happened where there was a car accident. You had to fix your car, right, in order to get the car on the road. So now you missed the mortgage payment, and the bank's calling, boom, boom, breaking point. Okay, so those are the two types of people that are what's called low-hanging fruit. Now, they're typically in between careers or underpaid at their job. Okay, and those are really easy questions to ask people. So when I'm doing basic networking, like let's say that I was rolling out a company, like forget about network marketing here, guys. Let's say that I'm looking for a chief executive officer to run one of my deals, because I typically do the marketing part, right? I don't run the deal. I bring somebody else in who has those skills to run the company, right? If I go to my close-knit network, this is typically how senior level management are hired in corporations. Okay, they typically go to their senior level management and they have a boardroom meeting and they say, guys, there's a new position open. Who do you know that might have the qualifications to fill this position within the company? Right? That's typically where they start, right? To see if their own people in the company have any relationships, hear what I'm saying, any relationships of people that would potentially be qualified to take that new spot, right? So this is how I hire management. This is what I do. I basically go into a box of business cards, right? I pull out every single influential person that I know. Realtors, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, stockbrokers, people that own restaurants, hotels, any person who's a person of influence. Okay, hear what I'm saying? Any person who's a person of influence. Okay, now here's what I do. I reach out, I touch base, and I say a quick hello. Okay, my goal is not to sell them on anything. Okay, I want to find out what's going on in their life and listen to people. Okay, so hey Tom, it's Darren Little calling. Listen, just want to reach out, touch base, and say a quick hello. What's happening in your world? Now I just shut up. I listen. Okay. Now that person is going to the energy when I come onto the line is going to be you. I don't talk about business. Okay, that's called business etiquette. Okay, they don't teach this stuff. You only learn this when you're doing high-level deals and you're negotiating, and you know that it's all built on relationships. And I can tell you this: the guy that you're trying to do a deal with is more impressed that you know that he likes extra caramel on his macchiato and that his son just had a baseball game on the weekend than anything to do with your company. Fact, okay? And if you learn this about business, you can make a lot of money. Okay, you've got to be very aware of people. You've got to find out what's going on in their life. You know, if they just went on a vacation or something, connect with them about that, not about your deal. Okay? Very important, guys. You want to make big money, you learn this, it'll totally change your life. Okay? This is how I've made millions. Okay? So I don't talk about business after when they hand back the baton. Okay? Here's what I do. I talk about cool things. Okay? Cool things. Cool things that are going on in my life. You know, my son just came in town from San Diego. He was here for 6 weeks. We went to see The Lion King. Oh my God, it was unbelievable. Have you taken your kids to The Lion King? Oh my God, you got to go check this out. It was amazing. Okay, so the energy is very high vibration, and I only talk about 2 or 3 things, cool things, guys. right? Cool things. I went to Las Vegas. I went to this amazing conference. There was like 2,000 people there, and I went out to this really cool place for dinner. And oh man, I got to tell you this story. This is hilarious. Okay, so it's 2 or 3 cool things, and then I've got something that I know is going to make them laugh. Okay, now my goal, guys, is to change their state. Okay? Change their state and get them to laugh. Okay, change their state. So what's change of state? Somebody's like this, and now they're like this. That's a change of state. Okay, that's changing a person's state. Okay, this is how I've raised tens of millions of dollars, guys. This is highly valuable information if you ever want to become a millionaire, a multimillionaire, or even a billionaire. Okay, they're all the same principles, and they work straight across the board. Okay, now as we're coming down off the laugh, okay, now keep in mind, I'm looking for a CEO for my business. Okay, so we're both coming down off laugh. Oh man, that's good. Hey Tom, just out of curiosity, do you know anybody right now that you can think of off the top of your head that's either in between careers or underpaid at their job? Right now, I'm rolling out a company. I'm looking for a CEO. Typically first year we're looking at about 175 plus some stock options. Second year about 225 or so. Can you think of anybody off the top of your head that might have the qualifications that I can get in front of? That's how I build real companies, guys. Forget about network marketing here. I'm talking real companies where I raise $10, $15 million for. That's what I do. That's how I hire my people. That's how I find my people. That's how I get a CEO, a CFO, a COO, a board of directors, an advisory board. That's how it's done. Networking. Okay? That's how I build my companies. Now, if I'm looking to raise money, right, we're coming down off the laugh, remember. Oh, my God. Hey, Tom, just out of curiosity, do you know anybody that you can think of that if something was to land on their lap and they went like, holy cow, are you for real? That they would be in a position where they would be liquid, where they would be able to make an investment? Do you know anybody like that? Now, that person's either going to give me a referral of a realtor, a mortgage broker, a stockbroker, somebody that's just got an inheritance, somebody that just sold a house, somebody that just came into some money, somebody that just won the lottery, whatever, or they're going to say to me, well, geez, Darren, I'm liquid right now. What do you got? Now they're asking me for the info. You see how that works, guys? So it doesn't matter if I'm looking to hire somebody, right, for a management, or I'm looking to raise money. That's networking, okay? Now, what's the whole conversation about in the beginning? Them. It's not about my deal. It's not if I got a deal for you. It's not come and check out my deal. It's not I got these products with these great antioxidants. I don't do that, right? It's not, hey, I got this great way to make money. I don't do that, right? That's why I'm a top recruiter, guys. Okay, now, I don't care what company that you're with. These strategies work straight across the board, okay? Now, here's what I will share with you. You need between 6 and 8 leaders. 6 and 8 leaders. That's it, right? To never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. I don't care what company you're with. Okay, it could be weight loss, antioxidants, vitamin company, nutrition, a product-based company, prepaid legal, doesn't matter, right? Online, digital products, it does not matter, okay? If I have 6 to 8 people that are prepared to roll out a marketing campaign that have a center of influence, I will never, ever have to worry about money again for the rest of my life. That's what it is. So if I was to say to you, Tina, I'm going to hire you and I'm going to pay you $250,000 a year. $250,000 per year. Okay? and you have one task. You need to get me 6 to 8 people that can take my company global. They need to have certain skills. They can't be stupid, right? They need to have core influence. They need to have some sort of marketing skill or copywriting skill or the ability to have a budget to roll out a campaign. Now, I can tell you this, broke people that have no money are not your target market. They're not. So stop trying to save the world, because you will be broke. Fact. Don't try to save the world, and certainly don't try and save the victims, because they will suck you down their rabbit hole and they will waste your time. Okay, so don't be targeting people that are, it's their last, oh my God, I don't even know where I'm going to get my last dinner from. Right? Don't target those people, right? Those people will suck you down that rabbit hole so fast that you'll be one of them pretty soon. Okay? Don't do that. So what I'm going to share with you is that the people that are going to get you to your dream, guys, are people with influence, people with budgets. Okay? Now, what I'll share with you here today, guys, and I don't normally even get into this whole type of stuff, guys, because, you know, most people are in this other reality when it comes to this type of an industry. Okay? They're in this other type of reality. They don't understand about quantum physics. They don't understand you can create your own reality. They don't understand you can speak your reality into existence. They don't understand the millionaire principles that every single millionaire knows, guys. They don't understand it, right? And the companies, you know, just tell people to make a list of their friends and family and then send them off to the warfield, right? There's a much easier way to do this type of business model, okay? So here's what I'm going to share. You have to do a couple things first before you can get anywhere. Who is your target market? Who's your perfect business partner? Most people don't know. So why do you think they keep on attracting all the victims? Why do you think they keep on attracting all the broke people? Because the universe is going to test you and drag you through the coals and waste your time until you get really clear on what it is that you want. That's how it works. Serious. If you are not so clear on who your business partners are that are the perfect fit for you. Now here's an example. People say to me, Darren, well, who's your perfect business partner? I can tell you this. They're already an entrepreneur, or they're in senior level management looking for an exit strategy. The combined household income is $150,000 a year. Minimum. Minimum. $150,000 a year. Minimum. Okay? They're typically married, they have 2 children, they own 2 cars, they own their own home, they have a vacation property, they already know who Tony Robbins is, they already read Jim Rohn, they already know Dr. Wayne Dyer, they've already read Think and Grow Rich, and they're looking to take their life to the next level. They have a gold, platinum, or titanium credit card. That's my market. That's who I'm looking for. Okay? Now, I can tell you this, that is that going to be for everybody? No. That's the market for the millionaires. That's who the millionaire people are looking for joining their team, right? Now, you're going to either have to raise your vibration and do more personal development to feel worthy to even attract those people into your reality, right? I don't know. Everybody's going to be on a different scale of where they're going to be. Because I'm only looking for 6 or 8, not 10,000, right? I'm looking for 6 to 8 people that have influence, that have a budget, that want an exit, they want a way out, and they want freedom. 6 to 8. That's it. 6 to 8. Right? Does this make sense, Adalia, when I'm talking about this stuff?
Yes, it does. It makes sense. Because I think before I was just targeting the people that have, well, literally no money, and they don't know how to, make more money. So I was going after all these people. And now that you said that, I'm going to refocus and go after these people who has a budget and who are willing to be coachable as well. And there's a lot of people in my circle of, from the corporate world who is looking for an exit right now. I could see that. So now I have to refocus and work on these people now.
Okay, so here's what I want to share with you guys. You can either go through a person or you can go to a person. And I want for you to understand the distinction and how this really works, okay? It's all going to be based upon what's going on in your life, okay? So if I'm in a conversation with you and I find out, we get to the laugh, oh man, that's good. Hey, Tom, just out of curiosity, how are you finding the economy right now overall? Now, he's either going to tell me it's going amazing, or he's going to tell me it's really sucking wind. One of the two, okay? Typically one of the two. So he goes, oh man, Darren, it's going amazing. Really? Tell me more about that. 5 words will make you rich, guys. 5 words will make you rich, okay? He says, Darren, oh man, I gotta tell you, it's really been sucking wind. Really? Tell me more about that. 5 words will make you rich. Okay, learn these 5 words, guys. I'm telling you, you learn these 5 words and how to implement your life, and you will be rich. Okay, 5 words. So here's how this works. So, Tom, how are you finding the economy right now overall? Oh my God, Darren, the market's they're really down. Really? Tell me more about that, right? Oh man, I'll tell you, before it was great, and then the market, went tailspin, and the interest rates and everything else, and people are, they don't have enough money, and the listings, and we have still got our overhead to take care of, and it's really been tough. Okay, now what do I want to do now? I want to be able to get that person to pour as much salt on their wound as possible. Okay, now watch this. Well, you know what? I can't make any promises here, okay, bro? I can't make any promises here. Now, what does that do? It drops down their guard. They're not like this, right? You know what, bro? I can't make any promises here, okay? But a really good friend of mine, he totally helps people completely turn their lives around in like 60 to 90 days, okay? Now, I'll tell you what. Why don't you do this? Go grab your date timer, okay? Open it up to Wednesday. Now, this would be whatever day you want to do a launch event, okay? Open it up to Wednesday, okay? Whatever you got going on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, cancel it, okay? I'm going to reach out to my friend. Okay, let me see what he's got going on, but I don't want to reach out to him. I'm trying to help you, and then all of a sudden they come back and go, we're going to the movies, right? Because I'm going to look completely stupid. Okay, so clear your slate for Wednesday at 7. Let me reach out to my guy. Let me see what I can arrange, and I'll get back to you with the coordinates. Let me see what we can hook up. That's how you pack a call. That's how you pack a launch event. That's how you pack a hangout, right? With 10 people across the board that are all having problem, they're all in pain, they're all not living their passion, they're all not living their dream, and you're going to be the white knight coming to save the day, right? That's how I do it, guys. Seriously. Now, if you learn these things, you can go like this to the top of a company. Seriously. Okay? Because You're a professional networker. A professional networker is a people connector and a problem solver. That's a professional networker. They know everybody. They're literally the go-to person. You got a leaky roof, they know the person that does renos. You got a dirty carpet, they know the carpet cleaning guy. You need your place cleaned, they know the maid service. They know everybody, right? And they're that person that connects people to people. They're that person, okay? If you want to make big money in this type of a business model, you got to be a problem solver and a people connector. Problem solver and a people connector, okay? So don't try to be that front person. This is where most people will go wrong with this business model, okay? And that's all ego and pride. So instead of following this type of formula, right, and doing the type of thing that I'm talking about where you're edifying somebody else, they want to be the front person. They want to know it all, do it all, say it all, explain it all, and guess what happens? They don't make any money. Their ego will not get out of the way, so they don't make anything. And they're all frustrated. Oh, right? And then their body starts to communicate with the electrons, right, of wounded puppy. Oh, it probably won't work. Oh, see, they all said no. Oh, I'm probably going to go bankrupt. Right? It's so funny, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I want to just find out from everybody here one at a time, you know, give me an idea where you're currently at. I want to get an idea of, you know, if you've been connecting with people, what's happening with your numbers, right? Where are you currently at? What type of results are you generating so far? And what do you figure is your blocker? Okay, because if you're blocked right here, and you got a block with money, right, this will be happening. Okay, everybody that you come up to will be broke. Is this a scam? Is it a pyramid? Okay, so tell me your story. Tina, go ahead.
Hello. Okay, so I've been in it for a couple weeks, and I haven't signed anybody up yet, but I think what needs to happen is maybe just a little bit more personal development. Doing my vision board is super important as well, so we'll be doing that today, actually, and doing the proclamations every day. And I really would like to first get my 4 people. One of the problems I'm having, I'm great with connecting with people. I haven't been doing as much as 25, so that's one thing. But I'm finding as soon as like I have a great relationship with them and we have like the LOL and everything, and sometimes like because you said whoever asks the questions controls the conversation. So I have the questions I'm asking, and I'm trying to get to them before they spin it on me and start asking me like, oh, you're self-employed, like, what do you do? What kind of business do you have? What are you selling? So I'm finding those kind of questions just kind of catch me off guard, and then I find I just lose my focus. So that's kind of when...
You basically you're going into a little bit of anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly it.
Okay, so I'm going to share with you this, okay? I'm going to share with you a couple things on that. If I come over to you and I ask you how your day is going, okay, and you say pretty good, how about yourself? I'm now taking control from there on in, okay? Now I'm going to now share with you about my personal life, okay? So I'm going to be sending you pictures of me and my son. I'm going to be sending you pictures of me and my girlfriend. I'm going to be sending you pictures of a holiday that I just went on that was really super cool. some cool thing that's happening in my life. Okay? Now, at the very end of that, what's my goal? What's my goal, Tina? I'll give you a hint. It starts with an L.
LOL.
LOL. Thank you. Okay? My goal is to change your state. Once I change your state, I'm in. Okay? I change your state. It's imperative that you guys get this. This is how I recruit new reps in 6 minutes, guys. My best time is 3 minutes. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, how the heck could somebody recruit somebody in 180 seconds? Right? Is that what you think? 180 seconds. That's pretty fast, right? Okay. So what I want to do is this. There's 3 P's, guys. 3 P's that you're going to have to be focused on. Pain, problem, passion. Pain, problem, passion. What is your pain? What is your problem? And are you living your passion? Okay, we're going to find out. How are we going to find out? Simple. So I'm going to now create this picture of my reality that's really cool, right? I call it the cool mofo factor. So I want to have the cool mofo factor going on. I'm going to change your state, and now I'm going to ask you, I want to get an LOL. If I get an LOL, I'm in, okay? Now I want to find out, what do you do? How long have you been doing it? You're going to tell me, and then I'm going to ask you, is it your passion? It's either a yes or a no. If it's not your passion, I want to know what your passion is. And why aren't you doing that? And I'm in. So Tom, what exactly is it that you do? I'm in real estate. Wow, how long have you been in real estate? I love real estate. About 15 years. Is it your passion? Well, not really, Darren. Actually, I love windsurfing. Well, why aren't you windsurfing 5 days a week? Well, I can't afford it. Well, how much money do you need to leave real estate and be windsurfing 5 days a week? About 10 grand a month. What do you need 10 grand a month for? They start spending the money. I've already got them down a path. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most serious, how serious would you say that you are about getting that retirement home, retiring your wife, getting the college fund going for the kids, and having that steady income stream coming in while you're windsurfing? I mean, how serious are you about that? Man, I'm about 15. Really? A 15? Tell me why. You're now selling me on your dream. Make sense? Okay, now watch the bridge. What's the bridge? Well, let me ask you this, Tom. If I was to tell you that we have people that work with us that make as much as $8,300 their very first month, and as much as $11,500 by month 2, and it was only $184.95 to get started, what would you say? Okay, now that person, I can tell you from how many times I do it, they typically say, I would say I want to get started. I would say I want to see a video. Do you have a website link that I can check out? Right? So I'm going to say, well, are you going to be on your computer right now? Yes. Okay, great. Watch this video. Okay, now I put sense of urgency and fear of loss. Okay? Watch the video, click the button at the bottom, get enrolled, and training starts tonight. See how that works, guys? Get enrolled now, training starts tonight. So they already feel like if they don't take action that they're falling behind and missing out, right? Because you got people already making $8,300 a month their first month. 11,500 by month too. Okay. Now, what I'm going to share with you is that in our group, we already have banners. Let me just show you guys this. Okay. So let's go here. Okay. So if I go here into Black Ops, what am I doing? It's right here on the on my page. You know, now these are you know, like little. This is called piggyback marketing, guys. You know, I'm using basically Tom Cruise from Mission Impossible, and I've got a little spoof here to promote Black Ops Underground marketing training. Okay. Now here's what I'm going to share with you. This right here is called speaking to the listening. Okay. Saturday live recruiting starts at 12 noon PST, 3 hours of pure value. Build a business without harassing your friends and family. Get your phone ringing with incoming calls. Generate unlimited leads online using social media. Never get rejected ever again. Recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. Become the attractor factor. Okay, so this is speaking to a specific marketplace. Okay, that's speaking to their pain, right? So now, and then here's some results. So in this graphic, I show this part here was breaking inertia. Now keep in mind, I was doing 25 connections in any given day until I hit this breaking inertia point. From here on, I'm still doing the connections, but now I'm working and teaching and training my team. This is where the duplication starts, okay? So you can see here, right, if we zoom in here. Okay, so let's take a closer look here. So most people that would get into this type of a business model, in the first week, if they were doing 25 connections a day, minimum, okay, when I do a launch, there was some days where I did 75 connections in a single day, okay? That's what it takes to break inertia, guys. Now, keep in mind, not every single person I'm actually going to have a conversation with. Hey, Tom, how's it going? How's the day going so far? Hey, Mary, how's it going? How's the day going so far? Hey, Sue, how's it going? How's the day going so far? Hey, Tina, how's it going? How's the day going so far? Hey, Bob, how's it going? How's the day going so far? There's 6. That's what it takes, guys. If you do not have a marketing and advertising budget and you're working on nothing, peanuts, if you are not connecting with that amount of people in a given day, you will not break inertia. Now, there's tons of strategies. There's Pinterest, there's Instagram, there's what do you call Twitter, there's Facebook. You can join Facebook groups, you can get involved, and we've got a Twitter training where you can add 1,000 people a day using Twitter, okay? One of my students teaches that. I posted that in the group, okay? So the only excuse truly is whether or not you believe that you can do this or not. That's really what it comes down to, right? If I can do it, a person that's got, I'm a 2-finger chicken pecker typer, if I can do it, anybody can do it. If I can take a person from completely homeless, 0 money, homeless, and 6 months later they can have a $20,000 month in 6 months, you can do this too, guys. You can do this, right? It's not hard, but it does require some effort. Okay, now keep in mind, this is not one time. This is monthly residual income. It took me 49 days to generate $12,361.85 per month from a complete flat start with no marketing budget, 0. I didn't do any marketing budget other than connect with people. Okay, business is built on relationships, guys. So now most people would do this. Oh, it's not working. I can't believe I talked to so many people and nobody wants to join my business. That's what most people do. Now imagine going to the second week. Oh, I can't believe it. I've talked to hundreds of people. Nobody wants to join my business. Okay, that's what most people do. So their body starts broadcasting wounded puppy to the electrons, right? So what happens? In this time right here, they've already given up. It doesn't work. I knew I got scammed. I'll never get my money back. What a ripoff. That's what most people do. Okay? But I understand this. I understand that if I can just connect with people and I keep on speaking my reality into existence and get emotionally attached with my body to my future reality that I want, bam! I break inertia right here. So I go from 100 and some bucks, 100 and some bucks to 1,000 to 1,600 to 2,300 to 2,700 to 4,600, 12,361. Now, because I'm walking forward in complete blind faith, knowing that it's going to happen, no matter what, I'm breaking inertia, it's going to happen. If I do not do that, guess what magically happens? Okay? You will broadcast wounded puppy to the electrons, and you will manifest the reality that you do not want. Okay? So it's critical. If you do not master your mind, if you do not master your thoughts, master your words, master your emotions, and speak your reality into existence, you will not be able to do this. Okay? You will not be able to do this, guys. Now, how is it that I just rolled out NWC, and instead of having the first 2 weeks be 100, 100, the first 2 weeks were 3,000. 3,000 here. What did I do differently? Right? I looked at this. I stared at this. I got emotionally connected to breaking inertia, but breaking inertia much faster. So my first day, I hit 175. My first week, I cleared, I think, 13 or 1,400. 2 weeks, it hit 3,000. Now my goal, guys, is to teach you guys this. This isn't fake stuff, guys. You can see where the inertia is broken, right there. You got a clear visual. This is a real life case study. Quantum physics is real. It's no BS. It's no hocus pocus. It's the real deal. Your body is communicating with those electrons, sending out a message. They're either going to be a wave of energy or a particle of matter. What are they going to be? What do you want them to be? You've got everything you want on one side, you've got everything that you don't want on the other side. Which reality are you going to create? What does your self-talk say? What do your thoughts say? What do you believe to be true? What do you believe about your success? What do you believe about your leadership? What do you believe about people joining your business? I believe every single person that I talk to is going to join my business. I believe my phone is ringing off the hook with incoming calls. Leaders are contacting me from all 4 corners of the globe. That's what I believe. I believe that every single day my Facebook inbox is going to be lit up like a Christmas tree with people that want to join my business. What do you believe? Because I can tell you that that's what I believe, and in 2 weeks I made $3 grand, $36,000 for the year, because that's what I believe to be true, right? I believe that every single person here can recruit 4 people. You might have to have 50 to 75 connections, but you can definitely recruit 4. After that, you're going to teach them what you just did. Anybody can do this, guys, but you've got to be able to get control over your mind. If you can't get control over your mind, you will never, ever make it in this industry. That you can take to the bank, okay? Okay, so I want to show you here quickly. Okay, you notice that if I talk about personal development, I get way more interaction than anything, okay? So what do we got here? This one here was business, hardly anything. That's a clue, guys. That's a clue. So I want to talk about other stuff. I want to talk about personal development, motivation, inspiration. I want to talk trivia. Favorite breakfast, go. Okay, there's 18 people that have interacted with this post. See that? Okay, now what happens is once you start to understand more about people, you can change your content. Your worst enemy in business and in life is a closed mind. There's 32 leads right there, guys. 32 leads. So let's see who, okay. This guy right here is a 7-figure income earner, full-time networker, another full-time networker, a person that's just going full-time. It attracts people that are already in the industry, okay? 7-figure earner, 7-figure earner. Let's take a look at what we got here for leads. Okay, now most people don't understand this concept. They don't get it. Okay, Eric's a chiropractor. He was just on there briefly on the line. Okay, Adalia's a 6-figure income earner. M's a 6-figure income earner. So you can get an idea that it attracts a much higher caliber of people if you're talking personal development. That's a clue, guys. Okay, this is a personal development business model. Okay, and it's pretty obvious when you look at the amount of interaction this post got versus this post. So obviously, I'm not going to put every single post about my business, because if I do, I'm going to lose my whole market. I will completely lose my entire audience if every single post is about business. Okay? So you got to learn how to, put out entertainment, put out trivia, put out comedy, something that's going to get you an audience. It's like a television broadcast station. Okay. Work smarter, not harder. Learn about quantum physics and the science of getting rich. Just saying. 35 more leads here. Okay, so let's take a look at, oh, look, Tanae, who's a 7-figure income earner, has now commented 2 times and in multiple posts here. Let's see who else that it attracted. 7-figure income earner. Who else do we have? Top income earner right now with NWC. This guy's a big money income earner. He's got a Ferrari. I can pretty much go down here and get an idea. 7-figure income earner. I can get an idea. 7-figure income earner. I can get an idea of who am I attracting, right? Just by looking at the type of leads that I'm generating. Okay, here's another 19 leads right here. So who do I have? Let's take a look. Okay, so see how there's people that continuously pop up that have already hit this feed, right? Okay, so let's take a look at here. So here's another person in the network marketing industry, network marketing industry, network marketing industry, network marketing industry, network marketer, network marketer. You can see that, it attracts. Family is probably one of the biggest pulls. You will get the most amount of response from family. okay? If you've got pictures with your children, pictures with your husband or your spouse, I can tell you, Tina, if you put something there about, you know, your pregnancy, you will have a ridiculous amount of people respond. Most people go, oh, look, I got 100 likes. Oh, that's all their ego. What are they doing with them, though? How many conversations are they having with all those people that just saw their brand? And every time somebody else hits the like button, a little box pops up here in the corner where they see your brand again. What are you doing with that? I don't know. You know, that's how I make money. That's how I've made almost $500,000 using social media, just from this, okay? Looking at who am I attracting with my leads. So all of these people, okay, so what have you got? 7-figure income earner. Rex Harris made $60,000 in 90 days. 6-figure income earner. Chad Oxted had a $20,000 month. David Wood, multiple 7-figure income earner, right? So you can go, you can scroll down here. You know, here's another top recruiter and top income earner. Charles Fuchs is a great, amazing marketer, right? So you can go down here and just scroll down and look at who are you attracting into your reality. Right? Like I said, this is personal development, guys, disguised as a business. Another top income earner is one of my students. He's a top recruiter, top income earner right now with Paycation Travel, right? Who else we got? Another Empower Network person. You know, so you can scroll down your interaction. Here's another 7-figure income earner. Right, so you can see who is it are you attracting. Tom just had a $10,000 day in NWC. You know, so you can look at who are you attracting into your world just by doing a scroll. Another 7-figure income earner, John Gilardi. Right, you see how this works, guys? Now, most people, they literally go, oh, I don't know what to do, right? Well, how many conversations are you having? If you don't have a budget, you better start putting out content. That's what I will tell you. If you don't have a budget to be able to buy qualified buyers and send them to a lead capture page, you better be cranking out content. You better be doing personal development videos. You better be creating something that's going to speak to your market, speak to the listening, speak to their pain, right? Become that attractor factor. Okay. Now I want to show you guys here side by side. Some people thought I was kidding when I said that I was going to help 50 families add an extra $100,000 a year to their residual income. I'm currently 2 weeks in, and I'm already more than 1/3 of the way there myself. If you want to completely change your life, tomorrow at 12 noon PST, I'll be doing a 3-hour marketing boot camp, as well as live recruiting where you can see how I recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. In order to gain access, you must have the $25, $50, and $100 products. Okay, so here's my results. 10 likes, 1 comment, and a share. Okay, now watch what's right next to it. Value. Okay, look at the difference. That's 3 times the amount of interaction. Okay, now I'm going to read this to you. Many people have asked me, Darren, do you think it's possible for a person to experience their ultimate success if they've never hit rock bottom? And I will say in all honesty that no, I do not believe they can. Why is that? It's the yin and the yang, the polar opposites of life and energy. If a person has not hit their rock bottom, they could never hit their ultimate peak. From a physics standpoint, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So if you're going through your struggle, be grateful for it. Realize that your struggle has a purpose to prepare you for what is yet to come, and also to get you to gain control of your thoughts, words, and emotions. The struggle is over when you decide it's over, when you're prepared to take responsibility for where you're at in life and start creating the reality you want. That only happens when you stop playing the victim and you start becoming the victor. Be the eagle, flying over top of the blueprint. Raise your vibration. Speak about what you want to become with I am statements 3 times per day. Get emotionally tapped into your vision with a 3-dimensional vision board, and your physiology in your body will start to send a different message to the electrons. You can do it. I believe in you. And there's a picture of an eagle. Now look, it's contrasted one right next to another, guys. There's my business, here's my content. There's my value to the market, right? Now, what's interesting is that, you know, this is what starts happening, is that people start to follow your content and look for your content because they start to get value from your content, right? You have to believe that you are the one who creates your success. You are the one who creates your mediocrity, and you are the one creating your struggle around money. Consciously or unconsciously, it's still you. Okay, now this comes from another millionaire. Now look at the parallel. 31 likes, 6 shares. Oh, what do we have here? 32 likes, 4 shares, right? This isn't accidental, guys, okay? Now, this is something that I put together that, you know, this is what I'm talking about when I talk about content. Okay, so this is a special bonus for my friends and followers. Go here to see it. Now, this had sort of a multiple benefit because I wanted to create something that I could put in a autoresponder follow-up, right? And I also wanted to promote one of my new products that I just came out with called Subconscious Mind Tapping. So watch what happens when you click that. This goes to a serious thing of value. Okay, so this talks about what is the #1 thing that stops most people from achieving their ultimate success in every area of their life? Fear. And it's a whole thing talking about fear, right? Talking about false evidence appearing real, the wall of fear, fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of responsibility, fear of change, fear of advancing behind your peers or friends. This, if somebody reads this, there is a huge amount of value that they're going to get from it. So what do they think after they've read it? Wow, that was great. You know, thanks, Darren. Right? This can change somebody's life. Self-sabotage, the cycle of breaking through the wall of fear, right? How to overcome your fears. You know, so this is what I'm talking about. Now, is this mandatory stuff, guys? No. Unless you want to be a career, full-time, 7-figure income earner, right? Then it's all different, right? So you got to decide. Do you want hobby money? Do you want multimillionaire money? And there's no right or wrong way, guys. It doesn't mean this is the right way, right? This just helps you to create a brand in the marketplace. Like I can tell you this, Ray Higdon's making multiple 7 figures now. But the majority of his money comes from value, comes from providing value to the market that solves people's problems. Okay, now, doesn't it make sense that if all of the top people, Mike Dillard probably made, I think, $50 million. Guess what he did? He came out with a book that was going to solve everybody's problems called Magnetic Sponsoring, right? Guess what David Wood did? He came out with a formula that was going to solve people's problems so they could generate unlimited number of leads using the internet, using blogging strategies. And he created a formula around that, right? Now, I'm not saying that you have to go out and create PDF files or anything like that. I'm telling you to stay connected to personal development. Make it a goal. Feed your mind. Do deep trance identification every day. Listen to audios. Read personal development books. You need to step into your power as a leader. You only need 4 guys. You don't need 5,000. 4 people that have some type of, marketing skills. They've got a database of influence of people. They have a list. They have a budget. You only need 4. You don't need hundreds. 4 people, right? Now, do you think that if I talk to these 50 people that hit the like button in that one post, that maybe 1 or 2 might want to join me? Maybe 1 or 2 might need an extra $3,000 to $5,000 a month, and they can see how in the first 2 weeks that I was able to do that. Now, some people say, well, I don't have an income story, Darren. I don't have an... Then use my income story. Leverage off of me. My business partner. Look what my business partner just did. We just rolled this out. Look at what my business partner did, right? We're on Saturday, we're doing a 3-hour marketing boot camp where he shows exactly what he does and how he does it. He charges $3,000 to turn people into top recruiters and show them what to do, and you get access to it for $184.95 to start to learn these strategies. Okay, now what? Oh, look what do we have here, right? Personal development, 50, 5, 2. The harder it's been for you on your life path, the bigger your purpose is here on earth. Personal development, guys. Entertainment. If you have an emotional block around money, no action steps that you take will produce abundant results. Until you realize that it's you pushing away the abundance, you will not make the shift. This only happens when you surrender and relinquish and let the emotions and frustrations be released out of your body and take ownership that it's you, it's all you doing it to yourself. Only then can you raise your vibration to manifest an abundant life and get the results you are seeking. Personal development again, guys. There's another 26 leads. What do we have? If you're looking for the source of the problem, always start by looking in the mirror. Then look at what's going on in your mind and in your heart. There's another 35 leads. Now, do you think that if there's somebody here that's shared this, okay, you think these people might be good prospects? They're already on the path of personal development. They're already sharing the content, right? So this would be a person to say a quick hello to, right? Because they're already on the path of personal development. Hopefully this makes sense, guys, because you know what? This is not rocket science. I mean, if you really break it down, okay, now my goal is to do this 25 times in a day, and I'm going to capture this, and I'm going to add him as a friend. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, now keep in mind, these are all leads, 43 leads, 443 leads, another 10 leads, 32 more leads, 20 more leads, 31 more leads, 13 more leads, 50 more leads, 15 more leads, right? So, you know, if I look at, okay. So who else we got here? We've got, okay, we've got Warren Little. We got the same last name. I can crack a joke about that. Look, you know, looks like we're brothers from another mother, right? Hey, Warren. Looks like we must be brothers from another mother. LOL. Let's connect. Maybe we are related. Cheers. There. Okay, now I've seen his name pop up multiple times on my feed, right? And I've never really gotten a chance to connect with the dude. So maybe, you know, who knows? Maybe we're related. It could be really true. I don't know. So let's see what he has to say. Okay, let's check out Gunther. Okay, so it's gone to Gunther. Okay, so there's 3 connections right there alone. Okay, that's that one done. Okay, look at this. When you start to see the value in you, that's when other people start to see it too. 70 likes, guys. You think those people might be on the path of personal development? What do you think? Right? See, a lot of people get into this industry and they have no idea that the target market is personal development. They have no comprehension. They think it's about selling and pitching products. They don't even know it's a leadership business model. They don't even know it's a personal development business model. So what happens? They fall flat on their face. They don't realize that there's only 2 types of people that will join your business. They're either in a state of transition, or they're in a breaking point, or both. Transition, breaking point, or both. Now, if I have a panel of 9 people on a millionaire mentoring session and I go through them one at a time, okay? So let me ask you this, Tina. When you met me, were you in transition, breaking point, or both?
I was in both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adalia, when you met me, were you in transition, breaking point, or both? Adalia. Okay, we lost Adalia. Dan, when you met me, were you in transition, breaking point, or both?
I would say I was breaking point.
Breaking point. Esteban, when you met me, were you in transition, breaking point, or both?
I was in both.
Okay. Guys, if that is not a massive breakthrough right here for you guys today, to see this firsthand with the group that's here on the panel, do you realize that will literally save you 3 to 5 years of struggling in this industry? Just by identifying that one single thing, okay? People are either in a peak or in a valley. If they're in a valley, you're going to go to them. If they're in a peak, you're going to go through them. Okay, so if a person is not in transition and not in breaking point, they're in peak. Okay, I'm going to go right through them, past them, like I'm leaving them like dust on the side of the road. Okay, so as an example, let's say that, you know, I say, you know, so Tom, how are you finding the economy right now overall? Oh my God, Darren, it's going amazing. I'm making more money than I've ever made my whole life. I'm doing a speaking circuit. I've got new products launching. I am living the dream. Okay, so what am I going to say to him? I'm asking him for referrals. Well, Tom, just out of curiosity, do you know anybody right now that you can think of that's either in between careers or underpaid at their job? You know, right now I'm rolling out a new company. I'm looking for a couple key people right now to roll out my international expansion. You know, typically first year they're looking at about 150K, second year about $250,000. Can you think about anybody off the top of your head that might have the qualifications I can get in front of? Now, isn't that the same way that I hire my management? Yes, exactly the same way. It's the same, I use the same words, right? To hire my management, to get my board of directors, or to get top leaders. Because typically a guy that's in peak state, that is at the top of his game, knows people that are in transition or breaking point. Why? Because they all come to him to ask him who he knows that's hiring, who he knows that's got an opportunity. That's how it works, guys. Now, if you realize this, you can take your career completely vertical just by understanding these basics about this industry. Your whole life can, okay, so we got a bite here. So Christopher says his life's going great. Okay, so Clarksburg, West Virginia. Okay, now watch this. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to go amazingly well. I just got back. Keep in mind, guys, I've never met this guy before. Complete total stranger. I just got back from Calgary. I had a blast. I went to visit my girlfriend. Just got home. Okay. Okay, now watch this. Okay, now I'm going to do is I'm going to send some pictures. Okay, so I'm going to send a picture of us at an event. Okay, and I'm going to send a picture of us. We went to this really cool dinner. Let's see if I can find this. Okay, I'm going to send a picture of our dinner. And I'm going to say my son was just here from San Diego. He was here for 6 weeks. I sure do miss him a lot. Do you have kids? Okay, I'm going to send him a picture of my son. Okay, this is called the naked soul, guys. The naked soul. You know, if you want to make big money, people want to know who you are. Okay, they want to know you. Who are you? Where do you come from? What's your vision? What's your passion? What do you like? You know, where are you going in life, right? So what I do is I just tell them about my real life. The best way to connect with a person, because human beings are mirrors. Okay, now if I share with you about my world, you're going to share with me about your world. If I share with you about my kids, you're going to share with me about your kids. If I share with you about my girlfriend, you're going to share with me about your girlfriend, right? If I'm vulnerable with you, you're going to be vulnerable with me. Human beings are mirrors, okay? Now, what I typically do here is I keep on going. Now, a lot of times, okay, so he's seen that now, and he's going to read a little bit about me, right? He's going to, okay, I travel. There's my girlfriend. We went to this cool place. You know, my son was here. Here's my boy. Now, a lot of times people send me pictures right back, guys. I got an instant new friend. Poof, like that. Why? Because I'm not hiding anything, and I got no agenda. My agenda is real simple. I'm looking to make a new friend. I want to make a new connection. Okay? Networkers are people. They're people connectors. They're problem solvers. What's Christopher's problem? I have no idea. We don't even know each other yet. right? So why don't I try to get to know him to see if I can help him solve a problem? What's his problem? I don't know. He might not have any. He might be at the top of his game. I have no idea. But I do know one thing. He's following my content, okay? Now, the only time I'm going to bridge into my business is if he's not living his passion. Okay, remember, pain, problem, passion. If he is not living his passion, I want to find out what's his passion, right? Makes sense, right? If he's not on track to get his passion, I want to see if I can help him. But guess what? I don't even know if there's a fit here. I don't even know if he's qualified, right? I don't know, right? I don't know where he's at. So by doing this type of thing, what happens is that you start to open up relationships. Okay, so let's see. He looks like he's got some product. Okay, it looks like that's a breathalyzer product. Would be my guess. He could be an inventor. I don't know. Okay, now it looks like he's quite on the path of personal development just from the posts that he's got out, right? Okay, so whether or not these are his, pictures of money or not, who knows? He looks like maybe he could be a networker because he's put out this pyramid thing here, but he could also be into, the Illuminati or something. Who knows, right? If you make $50,000 a year, are you sure you pissed off at the right people? Okay. So who knows? He looks like he's maybe a little bit eccentric. We don't know yet, but, we can tell by the fact that he does put out quite a bit of personal development stuff. He's probably a networker. Okay, we don't know, but there's a good chance that he is. Okay. Okay, so let's keep on going. Now, I don't wait around for people, guys, when I'm on a recruiting mission. I just keep on going. Okay. So this is my most recent. I typically can go through these very fast. Okay, so we got hey Lauren. Okay, let's find out how Darren's doing. Okay, so we've already done probably about 8 connections so far. I've only been at this for a couple of minutes. Who else do we have here? Okay, so let's take a look at this whole stream. Okay, so let's go like this. So if you hover over top of this, you can make this really easy for yourself. Okay, so we're up to okay, so we're at 9 connections. See what we got. S is going to be number 10. Okay, let's see. Nadine, I haven't talked to her for a while. Now, here's what I'm going to share with you guys. I now have a cool thing that I can leave as value. How about that? My exit can be my thing about fear. Right? So I'm going to leave deposits of value behind. So people say, Darren, what do you talk about? Your company or your product? I say neither. They go, what do you mean? I go, I just leave a trail of value behind me with results. That's my attractor factor. I don't talk about it. Right? I want to give her some value if she needs it, if she's open to it. Hey Nadine, I wrote this really cool thing about the #1 thing that holds people back from success. I thought you'd get some great value from it. Here you go. Now, what does that have to do with my business? Nothing. What does it have to do with my brand? Everything. Value, value, and more value. Okay, so she says she's enjoying a beautiful day in NYC. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Watch this now. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my Christopher, and I'm going to say, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to send a picture of this picture here. And I'm going to send the dinner. Just had my son for 6 weeks. Okay, and I'm going to send a picture of my boy. And I'm going to send a little cartoon. How about you? Any summer highlights? Okay, so now I can go back. Okay, so she's already watched how to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. She's already gotten value from me, guys. You see how that works? So she's gotten value from me without me pitching her on anything. So she's watched something and gotten a takeaway. And so you think she's going to be maybe more open to what I have to say this time because I didn't puke all over her when I connected with her before? You see what I mean? Hopefully you guys are getting this, because I'm telling you, this will change your life. Okay, so let's go in here. We're already, just so you know, at about, I don't know, 18 or so connections, I think, maybe right now. Oops, okay, so I make sure that I take that off. Now, what I'm going to share with you guys is that these strategies I rolled out, when I rolled out iPass, I did this combined with sending content, value-based content to my list, inviting the people to a webinar called Automation Mastery, where I was going to show them how I got my business into liftoff, and by my 3rd month had a $25,000 month. And because of the fact that I wasn't pitching them anything, I genuinely wanted to help them to solve their problem. Well, what was their problem? The problem is they couldn't get their business into liftoff. So I was showing them how I got my business into liftoff. Find out the exact strategies that I used to start my business from a complete flat start, make 10K my first month, and have a 25K month 3. If I get 40 likes, I'm going to do a webinar. Now I've already got my audience. So if I say 40, a lot of times there'll be 70. Guess what happens? I'm sending out 70 invitations to come to my webinar of people that actually have seen it, and I'm going to now email it to my list as well. How's it going? How is your day so far? Okay. Okay, who else have we got here? Okay, so she's actually requested information. Now this is a way how this works, guys. Look at this. I put here, who here wants to find out how I do live recruiting? Okay. I'm going to show you on Saturday how I recruit new reps into my business in 6 to 45 minutes. No joke, right? See me do it live. My fastest time recruiting is 3 minutes. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, how could somebody recruit a new rep in 3 minutes, in 180 seconds? Watch me do it live, right? Now, if you want more information, either hit the like button or say, send me the info. Now watch what happens. I put, hey Josephine, here's the information you requested on live recruiting. I will be doing it this Saturday at 12 noon PST. Hope to see you there. There's limited space. Message me once you are activated. And I give her a link to where to enroll and then all of the benefits. Okay, so it says become the attractor factor, how to get your phone ringing with incoming calls, make more money than you've ever made in your whole life or something like that. Never get rejected ever again in your business. Learn how to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. Right? Saturday, August 22nd, 12 to 2, blah, blah, blah. See how this works, guys? Now, Josephine asked for the information. I didn't pitch her. I didn't just show up and slam her with this promo, right? She asked me for it, right? Big difference in marketing. Okay. So I'm going to find out how Tatiana's doing. Okay, now keep in mind, guys, I've only been at this for less than half an hour. Now, could anybody do this? Absolutely. If they took even an hour or 2 hours in a day, could they do this? Could they do it? I've only taken half an hour. I'm already halfway done the 25 connections. So could anybody do what I'm doing right here? Yes. Why don't they? Because they don't understand relationships. They don't understand making universal deposits in other people's lives. They don't understand that if you provide value to people and help them solve their problems, they will follow your content. You will become the attractor factor. Now, keep in mind, you can see I've never even had any communication with Irene. This would be the first time that we are ever talking, right? We've never had any communication. Okay, so what I do as I'm going here is I just close these out unless they answer right away, and then they'll pop back up. Okay. Now you can see here, this is called compressed energy. Compressed energy, right? You can see that if I was to do this for 14 days in a row, there's a good chance I'm going to break inertia, guys. I'm telling you that for a fact. Okay, so we got 2 more open chats here. Okay, so I'm going to say, really great. Just got back from Calgary. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to see if I can get her to an LOL. Okay? Watch this. Okay, so I'm going to send a picture. Most of my day was spent resting in bed. Just got up to wash my clothes, and will take my nephew and nieces to the movies once they arrive. How are you? Okay. So I'm going to say to, okay, so I've got a little bit of a relationship here. How is your health doing? Sounded like you had some challenges. Okay. Okay, so you can see here what happens to the energy, guys. It's like you compress. I've been at this now for 35 minutes, okay? But the energy compresses, pop, right? Now you can see I got 3 conversations going at once. It didn't start that way. You notice it was like ping, 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 bam, boom. So this is a microcosm of breaking inertia. You guys saw it happen in 35 minutes, okay? But I go one after another, after another, after another, after another, after another, and after another, bam, I break inertia, right? Okay, was rear-ended back in March, worked through my injuries, ended up yelling at everyone at work. Now, can you guys see how we're picking up steam here in 35 minutes? Okay. Now, I'm going to see if I can get an LOL out of her right here. I've got this one I did 6 weeks with my dad, and now I feel like a superhero. I'm going to see if I can get an LOL right now. See how this goes? Now we're at 4 chats going here. That took me 35 minutes to break inertia in a microcosm to show you guys how this works, okay? It's not a coincidence, guys, okay? Because I was talking about breaking inertia. Okay, you're just getting a real life example of it happening, you know, in real time. You're watching real time breaking inertia right here today. Pretty cool, right? Does this make it seem a little bit easier, Tina? Can you see this in action?
Yeah, I mean, I get to that point and I get the LOL and everything, and then it's just that whole like, I guess I don't bring up like business right away, but I'm able to find out about their pain or their passion or whatever and how much money they need, but then I just get a little anxious after that, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Okay, she asked me about the info. So what are you working on these days, Josephine? You know, because what I want to do is to be able to help her solve her problem. I don't know what her problem is. Let's find out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I want to. Okay, this is something that I can leave for value after I'm done here. Okay. Sudaria is somebody that's followed my content a lot. He's injured right now. He's from the military. I know that I could probably close him right now if he's open. So we've never really talked about business. It's just been a relationship, you know, so okay. So I want to follow you, but you're fast, meaning what would be able to keep up. Okay, this is potentially going to be, so I'm going to say, tell me more about what it is that you are looking for. Okay, so you notice how I want to steer the conversation with my questions now. Okay, so I want to find out, you know, where she's at, where does she want to go, how much money does she want to get, what's her preferred state, you know, I want to find out about these two distinct realities, okay? Okay, so there's two potentials right here happening right now. Glad to see you're living life to the fullest. Your girlfriend's very pretty. Your son is very handsome. How old is he? That food looked delish. Summer went by too fast. For me, I spent it with my family, so I've been traveling a lot between Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. Okay, cool. Okay, we got another potential here. So I'm going to say, thanks. What is it that you do that you are doing there? Right? No. What is it that you do there? Tell me more about what it is that you do. Okay. Resting, healing, sleeping off my injuries. Sometimes I'd get restless and pop some painkillers and hang out somewhere for a little bit. I see. So are you planning on going back to work or changing? Because he's in a state of transition right now. Changing careers. Okay, she's already talking about business. So I'm going to say, give me an idea how much money are you looking to make per month? Right? because that will all depend on where I bring her in at. How much money looking to make per month? At least I hope it won't. At least I hope it won't be. Okay, so I'm going to close that one down. She's taking too long to respond. See what else I got. Okay, so we've got 3 right now. Okay, so I'm going to say, so are you still looking to leverage your writing into cash flow? Here's my bridge with her. Okay, now if I haven't showed her any income verification, then that might be a good time. Okay, so I'm going to probably send her, I'm going to ask her, would this type of cash flow help you? Okay, so what level of income are you accustomed to right now? This will allow me to find out what kind of budget she has, right? So I've got where she wants to go. She says 2 to 5K and naturally upwards. Well, okay, well, where are you at right now, right? So that allows me to find out whether I can bring her in at 184.95, and then I'm going to put way huge more value on the 184.95. I'm going to say typically people pay me as much as $3,000 for this training. So all I can tell you is whatever you got to do, you know, go to people that care about you, go to people that love you, get your credit card, whatever you got to do. That 184.95 is going to completely and totally change your life, okay? And I want her to feel that in her body, right? I want her to realize that people that go through my training have gone from homeless to a $20,000 a month in 6 months, right? So this is all about your personal power. How much are you tapped into your power? How much do you believe that you're a leader? How much can you take what you're learning today and apply these exact same strategies that I'm doing? Because I'm not doing anything super duper rocket science here, guys. This is just people. Okay, I'll make my decision to get closer to my expected recovery. My physical therapist expects my injury to be at least a year long. I won't be long. I'm physical activity year long. Okay, so I'm going to ask him, what is your passion, Sudaria? What do you really want? I'm committed to build my Kangen Water business and my life coaching with Kangen Water. I can generate minimum per focus to bring 10 partners and help them to make 1 sale a week, which okay. Cool. Hope it goes well and you reach your goal. So what I do as soon as, every day, week, struggle, I'm not, my goal is 5K to be comfortable. Okay, so you have 0 income right now. Do you live at home with your parents? And I'm gonna say actually, you know what? I'm gonna say this. If I was to tell you that my students make as much as $8,300 their very first month, and it was, and as much as 11,500 by month 2, and it was only 184.95 to get started. What would you say? Okay, now she's going to either tell me that she's so broke she doesn't have the money. Then I'm going to say, well, if I was to tell you that I've helped people go from completely homeless to a $20,000 a month in 6 months, would you somehow, some way be able to come up with the money? Right? So I'm now going for the close right now, guys. Right now. She's going to tell me if she's got any income at all. I'm going for the close right here, and it's waiting. Okay, so it's loaded right there for the close. Since I was a child, I wanted to do something intelligent, creative, in graphic design or engineering, but too many physical injuries happen. I see. What type of income do you want to make that would allow you to live the lifestyle you really want? He gives me a number. He gives me a number, and I'm going for the close right now. Have a read of my PDF I sent. I think I sent it to her. Okay. Okay, so we've got right now 2 potentials to bring in here, guys, and I can't make it any easier than this to show you exactly what I do, what I say, the questions I ask. Okay, so average income account. Now she's waffling right now, so I'm just going for the close right now. Boom. Okay. Okay, so she's still waffling on the answers. So we're just gonna focus right now on Sudaria. Now she's gonna probably, if she doesn't have any money at all, now I'm gonna tell her that I've helped people go from completely homeless, and can she come up with the money somehow, some way? Do people love her? Do they care about her? Can she rely on her parents? What can she do? And I'm gonna tell her step 1 is she's going to have to surrender her pride and her ego, step into her power, go get the money if she's serious to change her life. Okay, she's still waffling and not answering the question, so we're just going to focus here. As much as I can possibly get during doing the least amount of work, then I choose to major in graphic design. Okay, so give me a number. How much per month? Highest salary I've seen in the field is about 175K. Okay, so I'm going to now say to him, okay, I'm going to take this right here. Okay, I'm going for the close. I saw your post, yes, to answer that. Okay. She'd say yes, so I'm going to say, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her to Residual Takeover, residualtakeover.com. Okay, now you can see here, guys, that this is a very high vibration, okay? You have to be tapped into, okay, so go here now. These are commanding instructions. Go here now, click the button that says to become an affiliate. You need the $25, $50, and $100 products. Get enrolled now, and training starts tonight. Okay, that's sense of urgency and fear of loss right there. Okay, Residual Takeover. I'm going to go here now, click the button. These are commanding instructions, okay? Commanding instructions. Go here, do this, watch this, click this. This is what you need to do. And then I'm going to say, get enrolled now, training starts tonight. Message me when you are activated. Okay. Okay, so he's our, okay, so, oh boy. Okay, message me when you're activated. Okay, so there's that gone, so that's one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him a question. Is that something that might interest you? Okay. Now, guys, when you say this stuff, if you're blocked internally in your body, you will block the money. Okay. You've got to clear your being and know you have a safety net. What's your safety net? Cool. What do you got planned for the weekend? Right? That's my safety net. Okay. Now, I don't care whether or not he says he's in or not. Okay, so she says, okay. Barry, you guys saw a live recruiting take place in the matter of minutes. Okay, I'll have to go back here to the actual amount of minutes just to see. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this right from the beginning. One more time. 2:01. She says she's in at 2:25. Okay, that's 24 minutes. Okay, so what did I do? Let's look at this again. Hey, Josephine, how's it going? How's your day so far? Darren. Happy face. Darren, hello, good. Yourself, how are you? Awesome, was an incredible summer. Had my son for 6 weeks. Picture. Now I just spent 6 weeks with my dad, and now I feel like a superhero. Booyah. That is great, Darren. LOL. He looks like an awesome kid. Like father, like son. Thanks. So what are you working on these days, Josephine? I want to follow you, but you're fast, meaning would I be able to keep up? For sure. Tell me more about what it is you're looking for. Low entry and more. Give me an idea. How much money are you looking to make per month? 2 to 5K and naturally upwards. What level of income are you accustomed to right now? Every day, week, struggle, I'm not. My goal is 5K to be comfortable. So you have zero income right now? I have an average income that makes it a bit challenging. If I was to tell you that my students make as much as $8,300 the very first month, and as much as $11,500 by month 2, and it was only $184.95 to get started, what would you say? Like no new car. I saw your post. You seem real. Yes, to answer that. So I don't pitter-patter, guys. Right? I ask a question. She gives me a yes. I'm going for the close. Go here now. Click the button that says become an affiliate. You need $25, $50, and $100 products. Get enrolled now. Training starts tonight. Message me when you're activated. And I'm gone. Right? Now the next thing I'll do is I'll get an email or something that she says she's activated. I'm going to welcome her to the team. I'm going to introduce her to the group. I'm going to get her into the energy. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to have a phone call with her. I'm going to find out more about her dream, and I'm going to get her plugged in to Saturday training so she can see this is really, really super easy, guys, but you do have to take action. Okay? Is that something that might interest you? Okay. Now he's either going to say yes or no, and guess what? I don't care. I don't care, guys. And that's the truth. If he does, his life will change forever. He will never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of his life once he learns quantum physics, once he learns how to speak his reality into existence, once he goes through my millionaire mentoring and training, and once he gets plugged in to the team, to the coaching, to the training, and all he has to do is just show up. That's it. And the challenge is most people don't show up. Okay? So out of the 23 people that I've brought in, there's a handful of people that actually show up. There's maybe about, I don't know, I think there's 5 on the panel and another 3 or 4 watching on YouTube right now. So half of them. Okay, now guys, I charge $300 an hour, and I'm giving my time for free, and the people don't even show up. Is that bizarre or what? They say they want to become millionaires. They say they want to change their life. They say they want freedom, but they really don't. They are addicted to their story. They are addicted to victimhood. Now, you got to understand this, guys, because you are in a battle with your mind, and you're fighting the human condition, which is deservability, worthiness, self-love, and boundaries. And our human brains are actually programmed to self-destruct. Hear what I'm saying, guys. Our human brains are programmed to self-destruct. 80% of every thought that goes through your mind is negative. And you think between 40 and 50,000 thoughts in a day, and 70 to 80% are negative thoughts. Okay? So unless you understand this is about personal development, it's about surrendering your pride and your ego and just being coachable, just showing up, right? That's when your life will start to change, okay? But it does take work, and you will feel it in your body fighting against you. Your mind fighting against you. You speaking about things that you don't want instead of everything that you do want. Now, if you want to change your life, you've got to change your thoughts. Once you change your thoughts and change your words, guess what magically happens? You change your emotions. When you change your emotions, you change your physiology. When you change your physiology, your body starts to broadcast a message to the electrons, and they go, ah, now you get it. And the doorways go, and they all open, okay? So what I want to do here is I want to go back to the panel. I want to find out a little bit more from you guys, because this has been pretty cool, because you guys saw it live today. That was 24 minutes. Now, if I can do this, and all you need is 4, guys, I did that in 1 hour. Okay, so if I only had about, I don't know, I think there was like maybe 8 conversations. Right? Fair enough, guys? Did I deliver? Did I tell you that I would show you how to do it?
Yes.
Step by step?
Yes.
Right? Now keep in mind what you saw in the beginning. I'm going to send out this replay to the people that are, you know, in the Black Ops. You have to be at 25, 50, and 100, guys, just so you know, to get access to this training. So this is not something that you use as you know, hey, here's this free training thing. No, seriously, okay? I charge people $3,000 to turn them into top recruiters. No joke. Okay, $3,000. They pay me. Right? Would you rather struggle for the rest of your life in business or pay $3,000 and learn how to become a top recruiter? Right? Because that's what people actually really truly pay me. $3,000. Okay? So this is a bonus for you guys. Okay? For you guys. You can use this training to make you rich. Literally. You can leverage me as your business partner and pack next week and have 10 people and make almost $2,000 a month. Boom, one shot, poof. Right? If you learn how to leverage, if you learn how to leverage a story, leverage a business partner, don't be the front person, right? Be the connector. Pique their curiosity and get out of the way. Okay, that's martial arts, right? So what do you do with martial arts? You take the person's body energy and take them down, right? You don't use force and resistance. You use their body energy to take them out, right? This is the same. Don't do this, guys. Trying to pitch your deal. I don't need to do that. I find out about you, your vision, your dream, your passion, your desires, your pain, your problem, and take you to my video. See how that works? Pretty cool, right? Okay. So, any questions, guys? Any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
Just wondering that the fear PowerPoint that you did. Can we share that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. The fear PowerPoint? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It's on my wall. You can just pull it off my wall for that. Okay. Any other questions? Hey, Rona, how are you? Okay, Latoya, can you see how easy this can be for you, young lady? You're going to have to unmute. I can't hear you. Okay, you're still muted for some reason. Okay, let's go over to Esteban. Okay, you're still muted though for some reason as well. I don't know what the heck is. Maybe I gotta hit something on a panel. Hold on a sec, guys.
Hello?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Here I
So,
am.
Esteban, did this help you, my friend?
Yeah, super duper really easy, but I'm right now in Empower, like the Latino market, and just on week one, I just start like enrolling people. Like this morning, I enrolled one person to my business, and when this hangout began, I enrolled another person while you were talking. It was super duper easy, you know.
Fantastic.
So I'm right now like I'm gonna make my gringo campaign, like in English. I'm gonna start like the USA invasion, to invade the USA. I just finished my funnel to enroll people to the NWC. It's really super easy.
Super easy, my friend. And that's, you know what? I'm so proud of you, pal, because you show up, you take action, no excuses. You just, that's what freedom is, okay? And if you compress the energy on the front end, and then you bam, you'll get break inertia, you'll get liftoff, and then you'll be like, oh, this is cool. Now you got a little group of people, right? And you can put them all through training. Right now, imagine if you had a whole group of people go through this training on next Saturday. What would happen to your business? Make sense?
A lot of sense. Really easy. Even people come to me because I put a lot of video. Like my strength is video. So I do a lot of videos, boom, 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 and people are the ones who are talking to me, not me to them, most of the time. So it's really simple, just like you said. Start reading a lot of personal development and do a lot of video content. Talk about your lifestyle, like the naked soul stuff. Like show your real.
Awesome. Now that, my friend, you get this, okay? That is phenomenal. That is so, so amazing. Tina, can you hear his understanding in his voice? Can you see what I'm talking about right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally gets it. He's speaking from his core truth. Right now, you can hear his conviction. He is speaking from his truth. No smoke, no mirrors, no hype. Personal development, naked soul, lifestyle. People come to him now. Interesting. He's only 2 weeks into Millionaire Mentoring. How about that? Okay. So, Dan, any breakthroughs today?
Need to get unmuted. Can you hear me, Darren?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, no, watching that live recruiting happen, I've been reaching out to between 20 and 30 people a day, getting some good conversations going. I just got to work on that transition, breaking their state or changing their state, and then getting into how to solve their problem. That's the piece I'm working on. Have had a few people that I've sent the link to, so I feel like things are happening for me. It was good. I did have one question on your, when you signed that girl up and said training starts tonight, would you send her the replay of you recruiting her live, or would you send her something else?
I would probably actually send her, I've got a how to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes. It's a 1 hour. I've got how to develop a $9,000 a day mindset. I've got other things that I can send. I could send her instructions on how to do a vision board and get her into doing the vision board. I could send her and tell her to get the book Ask and It Is Given, right? And that's her homework for tonight. You see what I mean? So you as the leader, you need to set the direction, right? It's whatever you decide. See what I mean? It's whatever you decide is what's the training tonight. Okay, Josephine, welcome on board. Welcome to the team. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to intermingle with the people on the team and say a quick hello so you can start to understand about connecting with people and just realizing this is the Friends for Life program. There's your assignment for tonight. See what I mean?
Got it. Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, sounds good. Adelia, any breakthroughs today?
Yes. I want to focus on the 3 problem solver, like you said, like what's the pain and the problem and the passion. And also that question, tell me more about that, like, find out more about them. I did they did sign up, but they haven't paid. So there's 4 people that have signed up, but they haven't paid. So I'm going to go back to them and find out, get to know them more. And also focus on my target market. I think that's one of my focus this week.
Fantastic. Well, those are all really super good recognitions here. Guys, what I want to share with you is this. The clearer that you become on 2 things, okay, 2 things. I'm going to leave you with this. 2 things you need to get clear on. One is your perfect business partners. And let me tell you this, they're not broke people. Okay? Get very clear on that. They are not broke people. Because I can tell you this, if I tell you that, 2 months from now, we're all flying to, wherever. We're all going to Bali. The broke guy can't go. Right? The broke guy can't go. If I told you that we had millionaire mentors flying in from all over the world, and if you get to that event, you'll never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life, The broke guy can't find the money. Can't even do business. He's broke. Right? So don't get sucked down that rabbit hole of the victims unless you want to become a victim yourself in the process. Because there's something that takes place every time you get on a hangout, a call, a Skype call, a chat called energy transference. Energy transference, guys. And don't kid yourself. This is real. Okay? This is real stuff. No BS. Okay? This is the real deal. You will become the average of the 5 people that you hang out with. So you better start saying, who am I hanging out with? Add up their incomes, divide it by 5. You're going to have your income plus or minus 10 grand. Okay? And if you're hanging out with broke person number 1, broke person number 2, this person's unemployed, this person's got no money, you will literally get sucked down that rabbit hole and have no money yourself. Okay? You've got to make it a goal to hang out with people that make way more money than you. Okay? Here's an example. One of my friends has been in network marketing for 30 years. He makes $250,000 per month. Okay? The people that I have in my network, in my real world, in business, they're all millionaires. They're all millionaires. They're all 7-figure income earners. Right? Those are the people that I hang out with. Now, if you're in that energy and you start hanging out on a regular basis with people that are down there, that are broke, they're unemployed, they're struggling, they got no money, their energy will literally, like this, pull you down like weights. Literally, I'm not kidding you guys. It's very important that you understand this. You have to surround yourself in your bubble with people that are at a much higher level of income than you are, okay, and have your core 5. It's critical that you get this. So number 1, get clear on your business partners, and number 2, get very clear on your perfect day in the future. What is your perfect day? What does it feel like? If you were to walk around in your future reality in your body, what's different? What's different about your body? What's different about how you feel? Because look what happens for me when I talk about it. I get goosebumps. See that? You can't fake that, guys. Right? I just go, how do I feel? There it is, right there. See that? Okay, so I got to fly, guys. Awesome. I got somebody here at the front door. You got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes. Hopefully you got great value from today. Next Saturday, pack that event, guys. Let's get you into liftoff. If you leverage me, if you leverage this whole team, the Black Ops training, I can put you into a position where you never ever have to worry about money again for the rest of your life. So you've got Darren Little here with the MLM Superheroes. I look forward to seeing you next Saturday. Have a great day.